Welcome to the Human 5.0 Project, the podcast where we cut straight to the breakthroughs that matter, the show where science meets self-optimization. I'm your host, Ultimate Biohacker 10X, and here we break down the real research, real data, and real dosing behind modern biohacking, from compounds and peptides to techniques, devices, lifestyle strategies, and performance protocols. Most people jump in and jump out before they get the gold, so we're keeping it tight and delivering the essential insights you need without the fluff. If you've taken the time to hit play, we'll make sure you walk away with valuable knowledge that can transform your approach to longevity, health optimization, and beyond. Hey there, welcome back to the Human 5.0 Project. I am Ultimate Biohacker 10X, and today we are diving into something foundational: peptide biology and regenerative medicine. Peptides are not drugs. They are not supplements in the traditional sense either. They're short chains of amino acids, biological signals, the language your cells use to repair, regulate, and communicate. For decades, much of the most advanced work on peptides came out of Russia, led by Professor Vladimir Khavinson and his colleagues. While much of the Western world focused on pharmaceuticals, these researchers studied something more subtle: how the body remembers how to heal. Tonight, we'll walk through the major peptide classes, Dipeptides through Decapeptides, what they actually do, and how they fit into modern regenerative medicine. But first, why do we even know about peptides? Well, that's because of GLP-1s. GLP-1, or glucagon-like peptide 1, is a 30 to 31 amino acid peptide secreted by L cells in the gut after eating, part of the incretin system, which regulates blood sugar. The big pharma companies jumped on these, and as a result, the word peptide became a household conversation piece. So peptides are short chains of amino acids, usually between 2 and 50 amino acids long, that act as signaling molecules. Unlike hormones, which often override systems, peptides inform them. They don't force function, they restore communication. That's why peptides tend to have fewer side effects, tissue-specific actions, regulatory rather than stimulatory effects. Khavinson's work showed that many organs respond to extremely small peptide fragments, often just 2 to 4 amino acids long, which act as biological software updates for aging cells. All right, so the foundation: dipeptides and tripeptides. So a dipeptide named Carnosine would be an anti-glycation peptide for muscle buffering and antioxidant defense. It's been widely studied in muscle aging and metabolic health. Anserine, which is similar to carnosine, is a little bit more stable in humans, has neuroprotective effects observed in aging models. Vilon is an immune and endothelial support peptide, one of Khavinson's earliest bioregulators, used clinically in Eastern Europe for immune aging. Tripeptides, GHK, is a powerful stimulator of collagen synthesis. It supports wound healing and skin repair, one of the most studied cosmetic peptides ever. DSIP is a tripeptide which modulates sleep. It's also good for stress response regulation. There's mixed evidence but long research history on this one as well. Cartalax targets cartilage tissue, used in osteoarthritis and joint degeneration protocols. Pinealon, which is neuroprotective, also DNA repair signaling. It's been studied for cognitive aging and neurodegeneration. So what about the tetrapeptides, which would be 4 amino acids? Epitalon is one for telomerase activation, circadian rhythm regulation, and it's one of the most researched anti-aging peptides globally. Pinealon is used for immune modulation. It supports T-cell differentiation. Prostamax supports prostate tissue. Christogen, bone marrow and immune signaling. And then we've got the higher order peptides. Heptapeptide Semax, it's a BDNF upregulator. Cognitive enhancement, used clinically in Russia for stroke and brain injury. There's Selank, an anxiolytic without sedation, modulates GABA and stress circuits. When we look at the 9 and 10 amino acid chains, such as oxytocin, which is good for social cognition and bonding. It's the feel-good hugging peptide. We have vasopressin, which would be involved in memory and water balance. Got GnRH and LHRH, Those are hormonal regulators, Kisspeptin, reproductive signaling. These peptides orchestrate systems rather than single outcomes. So, peptides aren't shortcuts. They're biological reminders, signals that help the body remember how to regulate itself. They work best when paired with adequate sleep, nutrient sufficiency, movement, stress regulation. They're not miracle drugs, but they are powerful tools when used intelligently. Peptides don't override biology. They restore communication with it, and that's why they sit at the frontier of regenerative medicine. Not as hype, but as biology rediscovered. So if you want to go deeper, protocols, stacking, logic, and clinical frameworks, we'll keep building from here. Stay curious, stay regulated, and stay human. Thanks for listening to the Human Upgrade Project. If you found value in today's episode, share it with someone who's ready to elevate their biology. Make sure to follow the show for weekly deep dives into peptides, protocols, devices, lifestyle strategies, and the science of high-performance longevity. Until next time, stay curious, stay optimized, and stay 10x.